Friends, today we will explain a supernatural folk horror film called The Ritual, which you will like, so please like the video as well. Let us start the story. At the beginning of the movie, we see 5 friends, one of whom is named Luke and the other is named Dom. Here, all these friends were sitting in a bar and enjoying themselves. Then they start planning for hiking, and one of their friends suggests going to Sweden. After listening to him, all of them get ready to go there. We see Luke going to the mall to buy wine and asks one of his friends to go with him. After this, both of them reach the mall to get the wine. There they see that some people have made the owner a prisoner. Seeing that Luke hides there but his friend does not, rather, he stands there. After this, one thief takes the wallet from Luke's friend. Then the thief also asks for his wedding ring, but his friend refuses to give it to him. When the thieves hear the refusal, they attack him with a knife and stab him so many times that he died right there. Luke was seeing everything being hidden, but he didn't do anything to save his friend. We are then shown a time 6 months later, where we see the rest of those 4 friends in Sweden for hiking, as they have decided. Now, although they did not feel like coming here, they had come here remembering their friend who had died. Among all of them, Luke is seen as the saddest person because if he wanted, he could have saved his friend's life in the mall that day. Now, these people drink wine in memory of their friend and then move on hiking, but while walking, Dom's foot slips on the way and becomes injured. Due to this, he is now facing problems in moving forward. Now they start looking for a short route through the map to move forward and get a route that is going through a forest. Then they decide to move forward through the forest. But Luke does not like it and does not want to take this risk because there could be danger in the forest. He says that they would call someone for help, but then his injured friend Dom agrees to go through the jungle. Then they move forward in that way. Now, on going a little further, they see the dead body of an animal hanging on a tree, and that animal was killed some time ago. They ignore it and move forward, and a symbol is seen on the same tree, seeing which they all get an idea that maybe there must be hunters in this forest, and they have ended that animal whom they saw hanged. Meanwhile, they see a cabin in front of them, and all their friends become very happy seeing this because it is raining heavily in the forest, and they could have gotten some help in this cabin. They reach the cabin but don't find anyone, and it is deserted. They enter by forcefully breaking down its door. Then Luke hears some strange sound from the forest, but he ignores it and goes inside. He locks the door, and they find many ancient things in that cabin. It seems like the residents have left this cabin. They find the same symbol as there was on the tree and find a statue with no head that was looking terrible. Seeing all this, they feel there is something wrong, but still they are forced to stay because it was raining so heavily in the forest. Later, they sleep there. At night, when they are sleeping, the light from the sky stops due to it. Luke awakes and he tries to awaken his other friend. Luke goes alone to check because his friend isn't awake. He opens the door. He notices he has come to that mall where his friend died after opening the door. Suddenly, Luke awakes and it means he was dreaming. But now, he is out of that cabin in real and his chest starts bleeding and sees what has happened. He finds paw marks on his chest and comes inside being panicked. He immediately enters the cabin. He finds his friends are also panicked. 2 of them panicked, and Luke makes them relax, but then he sees that his third friend is not there. Luke moves to find him and notices his friend was standing in front of the statue. He is without clothes and worshiping it. Luke tries to relax him too. Now these 4 friends pack their things and leave from there. They are silent and embarrassed, but moving forward, they find many symbols in those trees. They get scared seeing this scene. Now, they were planning to move out from here. According to the map, the exit way was towards the southwest, but Dom has started going towards a new route. That is why they also follow him. After going a little further, Luke's friend starts telling them about the incident last night, on which all those people tell him to forget it now. It was just a dream. Now, after going a little further, they see another cabin, and it is like the previous one, but this time they ignore it and move ahead on their way. They had been walking in the jungle for a long time now, due to which Dom's legs start paining, and that's why he sits down there and asks all of them to stay there as well. But another friend wants to get out of the jungle as soon as possible because he doesn't feel right to stay here. After that, Luke starts looking around to find a way, but then he sees a strange thing at a distance which is moving there, and he gets very scared. He runs away from there and comes to his friends. He tells them about the thing that he saw, but nobody believes him. To prove this, he shows the injury on his chest. But Dom says, maybe you will be hit by a tree while walking into this forest, due to which you have this injury. Dom is saying ill to Luke and becomes furious at him. They start arguing because of it. Luke leaves while taking his luggage, and his friends also move behind him with their luggage. After going a little further, they find a thing buried in the earth and take it out. They discover the thing was a campaign tent and find a bag in which there was a wallet. They find a picture and a credit card, and its expiry date is 1998. Seeing this, all of them understand that this family must have come here in 1998, but later they died here. And now seeing this, the friends start feeling that there is definitely something wrong in this forest. Luke's best friend asks them to leave this place soon, as the night appears, so they decide to stay there. They set up their tents and sleep there. Now at night, Luke again sees the dream of his friend's death, and he awakes due to it. Meanwhile, he sees someone shouting outside the tent. He goes out to check and finds his friend there. Luke finds a tent of his friend is torn, and he is also missing from there, so he asks about him from another friend who is crying and is very upset. Then the friend tells Luke, our friend has been taken by a giant man. While they are talking, they hear their friend screaming in the forest. They move toward that voice, but they don't see anything there when they reach. After that, they start coming back towards the tent, but while searching for their friend, they had come far away from their tent, due to which they got lost in the forest. The morning appears, and they see the dead body of their friend hanged on the tree. It was hanged the same way they saw an animal's dead body on a tree. Seeing their friend in such a condition, they get very scared. They take their friend's dead body down and start finding the map, as he had the map. They couldn't find the map, and Luke's friend says we should not leave his dead body like this. So, I will stay here with his dead body. But then Dom stops him from doing so. Now, they cover their friend's dead body with wood and move ahead. After going a little further, they realize that all these things, all these troubles, started when they went into the cabin. After going a little further, they see water and start drinking that water. But then they see a bucket there and find the footprints of a human there, from which they guess there must be humans living nearby. That is why they move ahead. After moving ahead, these people get very tired and stop there for some time. Luke moves to the top of the mountain to check the way of the forest and finds they are about to leave the forest. He becomes happy and moves to his friends to tell them. On reaching there, Luke sees a terrible creature has taken his friend. He gets very scared to see this and tries to run away from there, but he falls down because of colliding with a tree. He again sees that mall, but this time it was his dream. Now after waking up, he calls his friend Dom and moves toward him. Luke tells him that a terrible creature has taken away their friend, and it was running speedily. That's why he couldn't see it. Both of them were very scared, but still they decided to escape from there with courage. Going a little further, they see a path on the way, and there are torchlights around it. Then they see the dead body of their other friend, which was hanging from a tree in the same way as his first friend's dead body was hanging. They get more scared now and start going ahead on that way, and once again, they reach a cabin. Then someone attacks Luke, and when he awakes, he finds himself and Dom tied with a rope. Luke makes a hole in the cabin and looks outside, where he sees many people of the tribe. Luke tells all this to Dom, and Dom gets very scared after hearing this and breaks the glass kept on the table and asks Luke to cut the rope. But before he can do anything, an old lady comes with tribe people. She is looking horrible and sees the wound on Luke's chest coming near him. She makes Luke drink water and shows her mark as well. Then she goes to Dom, but leaves from there without giving him water. Luke asks her to give water to his friend Dom, but the woman ignores and moves on from there. Then the woman tells a man to bring Dom to her. Then, they take Dom to the upside of the cabin, and Luke can hear the shouting voice of Dom. Then a girl of that tribe comes to Luke and tells him they are taking your friend to sacrifice. After this, they bring Dom back, and his condition is worse because of being tortured. Here, Dom says they will end me, but promise me you will burn this cabin after leaving. The morning appears, and the people of that tribe tie Dom with a pole. After this, they wait for the creature to come. In the cabin, Luke was trying to open his rope. Before he unties the rope, the creature arrives, and seeing it, all the people bend down. Luke unties the rope of his hand. Here, Dom is shown who sees the vision of his wife, but that is the creature who comes in front of him in his wife's look. The creature picks Dom from there. It hangs him on the tree like others. Dom ended here brutally. Then, the tribe girl comes to Luke and he asks her to bring Dom down the tree, but the girl refuses and says, "We can't touch dead bodies." Then Luke asks her about the creature, and she tells this creature is forest god and has been living here for a long time. It has not caused any harm to us. That's why they consider it their god. And because of this mark on your chest, you have also joined our group, and now you will also have to live with us. So our group worships the forest god every year. This creature makes the travelers its hunt and chooses one from them to live with us in the forest. Like this time it has chosen you, and the mark on your chest is the symbol of this group. Whoever worships this creature, it fulfills his desires and also makes him immortal, and in return, we have to give it the sacrifice of humans. Luke asks her why the forest god has chosen him. She says you have a lot of pain inside as compared to others. You feel guilty for something inside, and the creature means the forest god chooses such people. Tonight, a ritual will be performed on you, and you have to bend in front of it, and you will also be hanged with the tree if you will not do the. Luke gets quite surprised after hearing this, and after telling everything, the girl goes away. And we see that somehow Luke gathers courage and goes to the upside room, where he sees a lot of dead bodies, which were completely dried up, but still there is some life left in them, because those people had become immortal due to the creature. Now he sets those bodies on fire and comes out from there, but the old lady sees him. Here, Luke punches him and goes to another room where he finds a gun and shoots a man who stops his way. But then Luke sees the creature has ended the girl of the tribe, as she has told everything to Luke, and this was against rules. Now Luke starts coming out from another door, and he shoots at that creature, but the bullet has no effect on it. Seeing this, Luke gets scared and starts running away from there and sees the vision again that he has seen before. Due to it, Luke couldn't run from there, and the creature holds Luke. Then he lifts Luke up with his hands and throws him down. After it starts performing some ritual by keeping its hand on Luke. Luke finds an axe nearby and attacks the creature with the axe. He somehow runs from there, and moving at a distance, he comes to the edge of the forest. Likewise, he successfully comes out of the forest. Here we discover that the creature cannot come out of the forest, so it screams from inside. After this, Luke moves forward and sees cars. This means Luke has reached very close to the city, and now he is safe. So this movie ends here with his survival. Thank you for watching.